I'm CJ Somersby, and today I'll be answering some questions from Dagda Publishing about myself and my upcoming novel that Dagda will be publishing on the 1st of July 2015, which is called Conquest, Book 1 of The Angels of Chicago. I'm 27 years old. I currently live in Nottingham in the United Kingdom, and I am a lifelong fan of science fiction and the paranormal. Some of my earliest memories involve me and my dad watching Star Trek together, so I guess I can blame him for that one. I've always had a big passion for writing ever since I was a kid. I remember making up my own newspapers on an old typewriter that we had lying around the house, and drawing a lot of my own comics that involved big science fiction or film noir elements. And as I got older, I realised that writing was the one major passion in my life, and making a living out of it would be a dream come true. I suppose my main inspiration comes from a small number of writers that I've been a fan of for a number of years. Terry Pratchett of the Discworld novels, Dan Abnett from Games Workshop's Black Library, Jim Butcher of the Dresden Files. But I suppose it can all be initially blamed on one particular author called William Earl Jones, who was the writer of the Biggles books, which was a series of children's books about a World War I fighter pilot. I was a big fan of those books when I was a kid, and it was the first series that I was ever really engrossed into completing. So thanks for that, Will. Conquest is a paranormal thriller about a private detective from Chicago with supernatural powers who ends up being roped into helping a group of renegade angels stop the apocalypse by destroying each of the four horsemen as they appear. Conquest is the first in a planned series of at least 4 books, each one of which will deal with individual horsemen as they arrive on the world stage. I think my favourite quote when it comes to writing is one by Ernest Hemingway, who once said, "We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever truly becomes a master." I think my ideal drinking partners as authors would be H.P. Lovecraft, Edgar Allan Poe, and Stephen King. I could definitely see that turning into some kind of horrendously messy drinking game involving absinthe by the end of it. I'd have to say definitely Malcolm Reynolds. Han is good, but he doesn't tend to plan ahead very well, and often ends up putting himself in a lot of rather ridiculous situations as a result. I guess the principal difference between the two is that Han is a pirate, whereas Mal is a soldier. Having said that, I think Gina Torres could kick both of their asses. New authors I would recommend, there's another local Nottingham author called G. Mockford, who is currently in the process of writing a new series of crime thrillers. There's also a fellow Dagda published author called J.S. Collier, who has the sequel to her science fiction novel Orbit coming out fairly soon, and also another sci-fi writer called Mike Brooks, all of whom you can find quite easily on Facebook just by searching those particular names. Thank you very much everybody for watching this video. You can find more of my work at my blog. You can also find regular updates on authors such as myself and others at Dagda Publishing's website, all of which you can find the links to at the end of the credits for this video. So thank you very much and happy reading.